we are back from beautiful sold out Radelaide.
We bloody love you, Rattles.
Yes, we do. Legends and a half, aren't ya?
I feel like you guys have loosened up over the years. You've
Oh, yeah.
gotten louder,
Talk it up.
rowdier,
Yep.
noisier, and we like it.
I think it's because we moved venues. You know, we were in quite a posh venue originally.
And also on a weird day of the week.
It was, Tuesday, Wednesday vibes.
Yeah.
A posh venue.
Yeah, it really changes it, doesn't it?
This year we were like in a sick festival venue on a freaking Saturday, as it should be.
Damn straight.
Yeah, we love you. We love you, Adelaide. You and your beautiful wine.
And your churches.
Yeah, can't get out of a chat with about Adelaide without mentioning the churches.
Oh, the small talk. Ugh, I'm allergic to it. Should we get into the episode?
100p.
We have 1,000 things to do, but we'd rather chat to you. With emails and meetings and husbands and kids, we don't have time for this. Just what you need, two basic bitches with a podcast.
Hello and welcome to We Don't Have Time for This. I'm your host, Gemma Pranita, aka Gemma Peanut on the gram, along with my co-host,
Kate Reeves.
DLs. I'm very excited
Why?
to be heading to Perth.
Peter.
I'm not going to lie, I have a very, 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 very soft spot for Perth.
You do.
Had some formative years in Perth. I lived there for 3 years.
Went to Edith Cowan University.
I did, went to the Western Australian Academy of Performing Arts and lived in Mount Lawley for a bit, lived in North Perth for a bit. Fun facts.
Remember the Crack Shack?
Lived in a place called the Crack Shack.
And it really was.
It was.
There was a door that couldn't be opened. No one knew what was in that room.
Nope, it was locked. We're absolutely convinced that there was a ghost living there.
100% there was.
But we loved her.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
We
thought
had such a male energy, that house.
Oh, really? We always felt it was like a 12-year-old girl, which is really creepy.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we'd hear these high-pitched, like, sounds, and we'd be like, ooh, like a little girl. I don't know. It was weird.
Why are you smiling and why are you okay with this and why is this the first time we're hearing about
Because
this?
nothing terrible befell us at that house, you know? And I'm very fond of the wallpaper, the carpet, like pattern clash.
Paint a
before.
picture. Paint a picture.
Like, I'm talking grandma's
70s sex pad.
floral, but different colors of floral pattern carpet in every room all over the house.
They got a deal.
We got, it was so cheap.
No,
guys,
I mean
rent.
the carpet. Like they got some kind of like surplus offcuts deal on the carpet.
I don't care. I loved it.
Every room had a different floral carpet.
Yeah, it was disgusting. And then the walls had weird wallpaper, partly falling off.
Curtains.
Yes.
Another
pattern.
Yep.
All before pattern clashing was cool.
I mean, no, it was before that.
Before that,
It was when it
yeah.
was cool in
I
the
know.
70s.
Yeah, but I had a giant bedroom, which was cool, like oversized.
Ridiculous.
All the bedrooms were oversized, and then a teeny tiny kitchen and a teeny tiny one bathroom.
Yep. And
Which
you
I-
shared with men.
3 boys, guys. I
Ew.
lived with 3 men. Why did I do that to myself?
One of which was your boyfriend.
Yeah, sure.
So that was
fine.
all right.
Okay,
Doesn't
passable.
count.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Crack Shack. And we hosted the annual porn party at Crack Shack. And for years after, there were still bits of lemon rind found in corners of the house.
Well, you have to explain some context, please.
Oh, just because, you know, early 20-year-olds getting absolutely wasted, disrespectful.
Making martinis?
We made cocktails. We had lemon, like garnishes.
Oh, goodness
And
me.
people, I guess, ate the flesh and chucked the rinds everywhere because we're disrespectful 20-year-olds. That's what we did. And for like a very long time after, you'd like step on a shriveled up lemon rind.
The OG Dilemon.
Yes! The OG Dilemon.
I used to love coming to visit Gem in Perth when she was studying there. Always had such a fun
It
time.
was so fun. It was
Such a
such
good
a
city.
Like, I have the fondest memories of Perth. And it's hard, right? Because it's not a city that's easy to go back to.
No.
Like, I hate saying that because it's like, really, Gem?
Oh, they
It's-
know. Perthians know.
They get it, but it's so beautiful. Like Hubs
Yeah,
and I, we
stunning.
have our sights set on doing a coastal Perth trip with the
Yes.
kids. You know, we
Yes.
want to do that beautiful drive, do Margaret River, go
Yes.
check out the Quackers on Rottnest. Like we want to do
100p.
all the things together. I want to take them back to Freo and go back to
Yes.
Cottesloe and watch the sunset. I want to do all that. It's on our list.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are coming to you, P-Town.
Yes.
We are doing 2 shows in Perth
We
this
sure
year,
are.
which is huge. There are still tickets available for the Friday show,
Oh
y'all.
my God, come along.
Yeah,
Guys,
and-
we're having the best tour ever. The vibes are high. The audience is like, everything's just, it's just feeling really magical. Everyone's having a brilliant time. You do not want to miss this one.
Definitely
Perth.
not. I mean, I miss the Heath Ledger Theatre, but I'm excited to perform in Subiaco at the Arts
Yes.
Centre.
So vibey.
Anyway, there's still time. I'm throwing it out there. If you want to upgrade to Viddle, there's a few Viddle tickets left.
Gotta be quick though,
Yeah.
please.
Got to be in it to win
Get
it.
the skates on, or Katie's gonna get mad. Mummy Katie, she'll be
Yeah.
like, "Mate, there's none left, and I can't. There's nothing I can do." She's so beautiful. She feels so her hands are tied when people DM and go, "Hey, I snoozed and I want to do this now," and she's like, "Ah!" She always wants to make it happen for you. That is her whole vibe. She doesn't like letting anyone down. So just make it easy on producer Kate and upgrade today. Okay.
Hi, GP, and we want to squeeze you and chat to you.
Yes.
And it's been really cool this year. We've had a few reviews or write-ins, I guess, to Revz and I, which is lovely and honestly means so much.
Oh,
and
the
we can't.
DMs mean the world.
It means everything, honestly. But the DLs who have said the cherry on top was meeting you guys, I'm like,
No.
surely not. But apparently it's better than the show. I'm like, no, the show is the best bit.
Quote unquote, surely not. We're here again.
I don't know. Okay, all right. I'll stop being an apologist.
Thank you. I remind you about when you met Brookie from Brookie's Bakehouse
Oh, yeah.
and how it made your fucking day.
Made my year.
There you go. I just,
I know, but it's weird. It's weird.
All right, we're not
it's
doing this.
weird to think of yourself.
Anyway,
It's-
come to Perth. Do you know what I don't have time for?
What don't you have time for?
Mate, the absolute whack-a-mole Hunger Games that you and I and the entire show fam are playing on this tour.
It's
Guys,
fucked.
we are dodging illness like professional athletes.
Yeah, it's like hopscotch every day, but there's like 10 rocks that have been thrown on the course to avoid. It's awful.
I don't know the rules of hopscotch, so I can't play with that analogy, but I will say it feels like we're just constantly ducking
Yeah.
illness.
I feel like a sitting duck.
yes.
It's horrible.
We're doing well. We're doing well, but like
say it,
no,
Revz.
well, like what? Like
I
what
don't
more
know.
what more could be coming? So let me just paint a picture from when I got home from Melbourne. For those DLs who don't know, I have a full house at the moment. My sister is currently looking for her next house to buy, to live in, with her 2 sons, my nephews. And I have space in my house. So I've said, come and live with me. Don't go pay rent and move twice. Like put everything in a storage and just move in until you find something. She's working on it. And it helps me out because she is basically house sitting and buster sitting while I'm on tour. However, that's for like when I'm away. When I'm back, it's full house. Okay. 4 kids, 2 mums, Americano, sometimes his kids, like, and the dog. We're full. The other day I came home. One of my nephews was fevering,
Oh.
but under a blanket. One of my kids had gone down. My other nephew had what looked like wet hair, but then it's just kept staying wet. And I was like cooking dinner, and everyone has a different fucking dinner because we age from 10 down to 3 now in the house. And then sister's on this, having this dinner. I'm having this dinner. She's already had this at work. I'm making this, you know what I mean? Oh, I already
Just
bought.
a misalignment.
We don't have any butter, but we all bought milk. It's that scenario.
Yeah. We got 5 liters of milk,
Yeah,
everybody.
and no butter. Oh, we used all the bread, but we've got no fucking snacks for lunch boxes, whatever. Anyway, it's fine. It's chaos. Then overnight, my nephew had a night terror, which I want to come back to because I did not appreciate night terrors until this. Then 2 of the boys fevered overnight. Teddy and Max fevered overnight. Then we woke up and Max spewed all over the bedroom. Then Teddy spewed. Then Tommy had head lice.
I mean,
Isla has just come through being sick, and I was like, and I have had a low level of whatever she had, like literally taking Armour Force like my life depends on it, because it does. And I'm fine so far. I have dodged any major sickness. But there's so much shit flying around. Influenza A. Everyone, Raf had influenza A. Apparently, when you've had A, you're more susceptible to B.
fuck off.
B's flying around. Now we're dealing with gastro. Fucking head lice. Bum worms must be in someone.
Yeah.
Someone's got bum worms, right?
It's orbiting. It's just waiting to
Then,
land.
like, one person's symptoms will be a cough. And I'm like, well, get that person far, far away from me because cough, airborne. We can't be doing that. Someone else will be fevering. Someone else will be a tummy. Someone else will be a head cold. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like there's just a big buffet of things that could take me down. and I'm dodging. But all of Show Fam are exactly the same.
Oh, I know, it's hell. I will admit, when you told me about this arrangement with your sister, you were so optimistic. And I remember thinking,
That's chaotic.
This is cooked. Like, you're cooked for thinking this is fine. Because when you, not that you had to pitch it to me, but when you were telling me about it, you were like, no, it's great because we're away. You know, we're away, Jem. We're just away. And I need help with house sitting and Buster sitting mostly. It's more about Buster. And I remember thinking, but your sister and her 2 children in your house is going to be utterly chaotic. And I guess foresaw this situation unfolding, like the sickness, all of it, but also just bodies in space. Like you're going through some sort of peri situation where you're easily overstimulated.
Yes, my loops are helping.
Good. You know, your tolerance has dropped.
Yeah.
I think it's through the toilet. You've got none left.
None.
And I remember thinking, this is a brave move by you.
It's the things we do for family. You
Yeah, of
know?
course,
Like,
absolutely.
I'm not turfing my sister out on the street.
Of course
I've
not.
got the space. Like, of course she's moving in.
Yeah.
You know, that's a non-negotiable.
It's a lot to juggle.
So funny. I feel like I can handle the overstimulate because we do come and go. And like the cool thing about tour is we end up in our Airbnb or on a flight and like no children anywhere. All of us, as far as
the
I can
tour
see.
is rest.
The tour is like rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we all come home back into it and, you know, everyone's missed us or the
Yeah,
partners
needy.
are done, you know, like. And
Oh, Iggy punishes me.
oh, Teddy punishes
He does.
me.
Oh, he does that thing where he's standoffish. Like, and he's my bear. You know, he's a mummy's boy to the core and loves a cuddle. Very affectionate. Wants me. He's like his nickname's Barnacle. You know, he's always attached to me. But when I come home from a city, gives me the cold shoulder. He plays hard to get. He like ignores my request for a hug. Plays hard to get for a bit. And I'm like, what is that? Like, do we have to do this do-si-do every time I come back
Yes,
from the city? It's quite annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the way he responds.
Yep.
I've got great insight into
Yeah.
him in the future as well as a teenager. I'm like, okay.
Teddy does exactly the same. It's
It's
like he feels like, oh, it's not safe to love you because you're just going to leave again.
100p.
Heartbreaking.
It's horrible.
I know.
Anyway, meanwhile, Raf's just like frothy but like also needy. And she's my non-hugger. So then she's all over me like a rash, which is intense in its own way, which is fine. And then don't get me started on my husband and his neediness. No, he's like, I've missed you. I want you. I want the best version of you. I'm like, I'm tired.
I got no
And he's-
version at all to give to
I've
you.
got nothing to give. And then, you know, he's just as needy as the kids. So I got 3 people, but then Iggy being cold.
Yeah, but it's needy in
But
its
then-
own way.
Yeah, it's fucked. Anyway, it's fine. So in Sydney, I've decided I'm not going to stay at home.
Smart.
I'm just going to pretend I'm away.
Yeah.
I'm going to brief my husband.
Yep.
Because it's actually harder coming back. It's harder
Yes.
on them. It's harder on
Yeah.
me. And I'm tired, you know, and we give so much of ourselves to this show, which we want to.
Absolutely.
It's a joy space.
Yes.
But it's exhausting. There's no other way around it.
It just, the mind fucking boggles. And I think all DLs relate to this in whatever version they do. When they just want to focus on something, whether it's a work thing or I don't know, if you've got a garden or you're doing a renovation or you've got a passion project or you work for an NGO, whatever your thing is, you know, you're helping out the local this or you run the uniform shop, whatever it is, you want to like focus your attention somewhere because it feels good because you're doing a thing and yet you're focused there. And then the absolute shit fit that all the people who are used to having so much access to your energy throw when they're not getting your attention. It's like the universe goes, excuse me. Oh, you want to go do a tour of your show? Don't be silly. You're a woman. You're a mum. You're in a relationship with a man. Who do you think you are? You know?
I know.
It's like the biggest reality. It's like, well, I know we'll release a plague onto your house of every strand of influenza or cold or rhinovirus or whatever, like just to keep you. Oh, you think you can stand up and get a standing ovation from 500 women in a rhinestone encrusted outfit? Ha ha ha! Here comes hand, foot, and mouth.
It's so fun.
Who do you think you are? You need
know.
to be humbled. I'm like, universe, I don't need to be humbled. I promise you. I promise you that I don't need to be humbled. You continuously bringing me back to reality.
I
And
know.
can you just let me dream for 6 weeks?
We really are straddling 2 worlds at the moment.
is
and
so
it's such a hard juggle. Like,
wild.
cry me a river, Gem. I get it. Like, I'm living my dream with my bestie, doing the thing that we want to do more than anything. But the stark contrast of mum life versus this, oh, I'm a touring podcaster,
Yeah.
you know, living the dream.
Yeah.
It's quite discombobulating,
It
if
sure
I'm
is.
honest.
Even just getting home the other night when we got back from, I don't even know where we came back from, but it was like, okay, got to get the kids. Yep, get the dog inside. Oh, fuck, I haven't done the groceries. You know, like, what are we having for dinner? It's like, it's all the same.
I know.
It's the same shit, never ends,
Yeah.
never goes away. Honestly, if I was a rich lady, and I have this fantasy so often, I think it's this time every year, but I have this fantasy. You know, people go, you can only have one, like always a clean house.
Yeah, what would you have?
Have your dinner. I just want a wife, Jem.
Yeah.
I just want a wife.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bother her for sex. I wouldn't. I'd never bother her for sex. I just want her to like just help me do life, like share the load in a real way that doesn't, and she wouldn't require any trophies, verbal trophies.
God, no.
She wouldn't require any affirmation. She wouldn't need me to tell her on repeat how grateful I am or like connect with her. You know,
Oh my God, the pressure to connect.
she'd just get it done.
Do you know what? I've been on the other side of this with an ex-partner. So I kind of understand to a degree. Like I actually empathize because this is my husband at the moment. He's like, I miss you. And I'm like, it's okay. I get it. Like I have been away. This is a version of me that you don't get most months of the year.
Yeah.
And just for this period on tour, like I'm preoccupied.
Yes.
I'm mentally somewhere else.
Yes.
Even when I'm home.
Yeah.
Going about my business, you can tell I'm not here.
Yeah.
And I had this with an ex. He was an actor and he would disappear for 3 months at a time to go shoot some movie somewhere across the ocean. And when he would come back to me, I would put enormous needy pressure
Yes.
on him to make our time together. It had to be
10 out of 10.
It had to be 10 out of 10. It
Yeah.
could be anything but
Yeah.
top tier qual time. And quality time is my top tier love language.
Yep.
And I remember him being like, this is intense, Jem.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you're not here.
Because you're jet lag and you've got
Yeah,
wines
yeah,
to learn.
yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. And now I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm that person now.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's an adjustment. It's not that it's hard. We've done it 3 years in a row. It's just a little tweaking of the expectations and adjusting to how we live through this season of life.
I think
know?
about fly in, fly out families all the time.
Yes, but there's a rhythm
There's a
to
rhythm
that.
to
That's
it.
consistent.
Yeah.
Then you have expectations. The thing with tour is it's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, at this random time of the year, like
And it's all weekends.
tour is later this year.
Yeah.
This year it's all weekend. It's different.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But like we have to give each other grace that we're kind of like fumbling around trying to figure out, you know, how to be with each other. And it's fine. It's just funny. It makes me laugh because the mum off duty thing, there's no fucking such thing.
No.
There's no such thing.
No, there isn't. I know. It's just that inequity that is just, at this point, it feels like why even
Yell out about it.
complain about it. It's
Yeah.
like, because you see men go off to work, go off on a business trip, fly out, you know, whatever, and they really can go. We can't. We can't go.
Couple of years ago, actually, I was on a beach chatting with a girlfriend and she was going away on her first girls trip in years and it was overseas and I was like, fuck yeah, this is amazing. How long are you going for? And she was like, just over a week. And I was like, incredible. And then she told me all of the things she had to prep for her partner in order for her to do this girls trip, knowing that it's not reciprocated when he goes away.
Right.
Because they really do, as you said, just leave. They just go, they
just
worry
walk out
about
the door,
themselves
pack
and just
their
walk out
bag
the
and
door.
walk out the door.
And it's just like, I just don't understand how there's no evolution in this. And other than maybe as a woman, we do it because we want the kids to be okay, right?
Yes, yes.
That's the driving
Yes.
force. It's not for the husbands
No.
to have it handled. It's like, well, they've got sports carnival. He's not going to remember that they need to wear a green t-shirt. So I'll lay that out and then I'll write it out in a, you know. But sometimes I'm like, do they need to all have collective egg on their faces?
Yes.
In order to appreciate you.
I think it's because we feel so much guilt, right? We're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to be away for that sports carnival. I'm going to be away for book week or whatever. And then we go, oh, if I organize it all, it'll go really smoothly. They'll have a great time and I don't have to feel guilty. Maybe. I don't know. Is that the core like human motivation? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I got served a reel from Dr. Becky. Who we love.
She's our new Janet
And you know,
Lansbury.
yes, she really
What
is.
would Becky
and
do?
I was just consuming this content because I was like, I felt like I needed to hear this. But she talks about guilt, specifically mum guilt. And she was saying we need to rebrand the word guilt because she said the definition of guilt is strongly tied to a feeling response of when you've done something wrong. And the problem with mum guilt is that mums spending time with their friends or exercising self-care or going away for work are not doing anything wrong. It's a misused term because she's like, it's got such negative connotations, but you're allowed to do these things.
Yes.
Anyway, it was such a great
And
reel.
actually, we're constantly told we should do them.
Yes.
And then you feel guilt for not doing them.
Yeah.
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 What was she offering up? Like, is there a solution? Is there another word we should use?
Well, why don't I play the reel?
Yes,
And
play
you
it.
can have a listen. She was actually being interviewed by Jay Shetty.
Oh, yeah.
And he asked her the question about how to deal with mum guilt.
How do you overcome mum guilt?
I actually don't think we're talking about guilt here. I think this is a misunderstanding of what guilt is. To me, guilt is a feeling you have when you act out of alignment with your values. And in that way, it's a very important feeling, like all of our feelings are important for information, because it helps you have enough discomfort to reflect. What I hear all the time from moms is going out to dinner, my kid's clinging, I feel guilty. So I'll say, okay, really, is it within your value system, and only you would know this, while you're a mother, to see your friends some of the time? 100% of moms say, yeah. So I say, okay, it's definitely a painful experience, but this is not guilt. This literally isn't guilt. I think as women, especially, we've developed the tendency to scan our environment and see other people who are upset with us. And we kind of do this. We're like, you're feeling uncomfortable. I will take that feeling out of your body. I will take it into my body and I will call it guilt. And I will change something I'm doing so you don't have to feel that way.
Oh, my God.
That's not guilt. That's actually emotional confusion.
Whoa.
Anyway, that's just a snippet. There's other snippets, but I thought that was particularly interesting because it harks back to the inbuilt people pleaser tendencies that women carry, our need to placate other people to make sure they're comfortable at the cost of our own comfort.
Oh, my God. And we don't just do this with children.
No, we do it with everyone.
Fuck.
Yeah, everyone.
That is so real.
Very real. But isn't that interesting about guilt, the definition of a misalignment of your values? Because that's why she sort of talks about it further, about how it's you haven't done anything wrong. Because the misalignment of values is, I'm doing something against
What
I
I
believe
to be the right
correct.
way. Yeah.
But going and spending a night with your friends is not wrong. Dropping your child off in childcare so that you can go to work is not wrong. It's not a misalignment of your values.
But do you think we have been sort of served up, or all of us been whitewashed, painted with this feeling like maybe it is a misalignment with our values as a society?
Yes.
And therefore we're like personalizing that, and that's why we experience it as guilt, because we think
100p.
it's not misaligned with my values that I go to work and that my kids see me work and all these sort of things. But like
As a
society
society.
would be like, oh, you missed the athletics carnival, you missed the book week parade, you missed this public speaking thing. Well, that's not a good mum. You know, a mum would be there for everything. Or, you know, you would be there to pick up your kids every day at 3, or you know what I mean? Or you
Yes.
would pick the right, you know, I want to talk about something. It's such a adjacent thing.
Yeah.
It's a particular trend that's been happening on TikTok and Instagram. It's kind of over now, but it was going on for a while and it really upset me. And I was like, why is this upsetting me so much? You know, that trend that went around, people making reels of them, like their partner being awesome with their kids, and it would go, oh, wow, your husband's such a hands-on dad. And then
It's
she
like,
would
yeah.
like look at the camera and go, yeah,
I
I didn't
didn't
marry
marry-
a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like it really stung, right? The first time I saw it. And then it was like quite a big trend. And then it got flipped around and, you know, remixed and all that kind of stuff. And I was sitting with it for ages. Finally, I was like, I think that's what it is like, it's another thing we expect women to do perfectly. Pick the
right-
perfect
yeah.
partner to have children with.
Totally.
And if that doesn't work out, well, she fucked up there,
Yep.
didn't she? That's another thing she didn't do right, or didn't take her time with, or didn't have the insight or whatever. It's not on the coupledom
Nope.
to have worked out or worked through, or the man. It's like, I didn't marry a fucking loser. Like, I have to micromanage and do every single thing right for my entire family's happiness. What?
I know. It's wild. And pointing the finger and laying blame on women, I mean, that goes across everything all the time.
Yes.
Like, Revz, you remember that weird taxi ride that we had on the way to the Women's March?
Yeah.
Just quickly to segue, but very on point, is even just the term violence against women. Instead of labeling it men's violence against women, once again, it's positioning women in the title as if, well,
It's a women's problem.
it's a women's problem.
Yeah.
You know, Revz and I were in this cab with this taxi driver and we were talking about that we were going to this march against violence against women. And he, dead set, said to Revz and I, well, you know, pick the right man to marry.
Yeah.
That was what he distilled out of the whole thing, was that women are idiots for choosing the wrong guy.
Well, don't marry that guy because
Yeah,
he might,
you fool.
yeah,
he might
yeah.
beat you up
Yeah,
or he
yeah.
might kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it was just, it was so what, and he said it so casually and with such conviction. Like, yeah, well, women should pick a better man to marry.
Yeah, because I'm not one of those guys. So
Like-
just pick one like me.
Absolutely victim blaming because it's our fault. In the same way that we, you know, try and tell women not to run at night. And it's like, how about telling little boys and raising them to not rape women? How about we start there as the baseline?
Yeah. Maybe I could run at night if you didn't rape at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I find the insidious that's the things I'm starting to see. And maybe it is because I'm 40 now. And yes, you're right. My fucks given have vacated my being. Like Gem's like, wow, babe, it's really happened for you.
Yeah.
Like I've got no patience.
Yeah, Revz turned 40 and she was like, nah.
It's like I woke up on the day I turned 40 and my patience for other people's bullshit has left my body building
Yeah.
my space. Like I
Yeah.
don't have it anymore. I'm much more cutthroat. And you know, I'm like literally I got my nails done the other day and I didn't like what they did because they'd done it wrong. Like it was bad. I wasn't being unreasonable. I was like, oh, can we fix that one? Because see how that's not the same color. And normally I would just fucking pay for it and leave and hate it and then get it done in a week's time or whatever. But I was like, that's not right. Can we fix that? And she was huffy with me and all the things. And I was like, I'm really comfortable to sit in this person's discomfort because I know I'm not being unreasonable. That is so new.
Yeah, revelatory for many
It's
people.
my new name.
Revelatory.
But it was like, wow. And I noticed it and I was so comfortable. It had no growth
Yeah.
in it. You know what I mean? I was like, no, that's the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't
You
done
didn't do a good
anything
job.
wrong.
Yeah.
Don't need to feel guilt. Don't need to take on someone else's feelings. By the way, that person was also coughing, my nail tech.
Oh, for
And I was
fuck's
like-
sake.
I was like, all right, universe, I hear you. I've been humbled.
She's going down.
You don't need to send any sickness my way. I won't put too much stock in the standing ovation. I hear you. I remember I'm still a mum. I'm still a woman. But yeah, these little insidious, casual ways we think we are responsible for the feelings and the well-being and the day
Yeah.
of everybody around us. It was like funny when you came home and you're like, oh my God, I forgot book week. And I think it took us 20 conversations to go, God, you weren't the only one who could have remembered book week, you know?
Yeah. I know. No, I know.
But it's like, but we don't even do all that. You know what I mean? We just
know.
like, and then you just throw your hands up in the air and go, what's the point? As we say in the show, what's the alternative? Sit and
Yeah.
seethe, get angry. You know what I mean? It's like,
Totally. I mean, on the book week front, because someone challenged me on that and was like, couldn't your husband have remembered? And I was like, well, yes, except that we have such a clear delineation of lanes
Yes.
and jobs. And school stuff is one that I've taken on.
yeah.
What it prompted out of me actually was like, oh, we need to do an audit on that because Iggy is starting school next year.
Yes.
And school comms, as we know, it's a level up.
Another
like
thing my wife could do for me.
100p. And you know, like if you've got a kid who's at daycare or preschool, and if you think those comms are rough, like I hate to break it to you,
You ain't seen nothing yet.
school is another level. And yeah, I just thought, oh, I've got to redistribute the mental load of school
I've got
here.
to redistribute.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it will be me. I fully accept that no part of my husband is going to take the initiative on this one. He doesn't need to.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucked, but it's true.
Yeah. Do you know what my cousin does, which is elite? They have 2 kids and there are 2 of them and they have a kid each for admin. And I think it's genius. Absolutely genius.
See, this is where my perfectionism gets in the way.
Okay.
And it's fucked.
Okay.
Because I go, oh, a bit rough for the kid who gets hubs.
No. He'll step up.
Will he?
He'll have to, because if he falls on his face and you're going to have to do, okay, this is great.
I would struggle.
This is
I
great.
would struggle
Gem.
because like he might drop too many balls and let that kid and then the injustice of like that he or she, whichever kid gets assigned to him, got the dud.
You almost can't tell the kids who's doing what. Like you can't weaponize it. It's got to
Totally.
be like, you were just having this chat with the pod team about follow through
Yep.
with kids. Like if you make a threat, which we'll get to, but like you need to have follow through on your partner.
Yeah, and for egg to be on their face.
Let it eggy.
Yeah.
Let it
I
get
know,
eggy.
I know.
But it really, really works for her. It's amazing. So she knows like she cannot drop the ball with that kid and all the comms for that kid comes to her email. She's in the WhatsApp groups. She does the uniform. She's on in the sports group for
I
that
would
kid.
struggle. I would
Why?
really struggle.
It's amazing. It's just, well, as you say, you've got clear delineation of lanes. You can't get a clearer delineation than you look after that kid's life and I'll manage that kid's life.
But then I feel robbed of not being across one of my kids' life. It
You still
feels
it's not like you don't participate in their life. You're just not responsible for that side of the admin. You're still like at the book week parade looking at that kid's costume. You still go to that soccer game. You still turn up to that Estedford or
but
whatever.
that's like assuming your kids go to the same school.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean?
No, it's not. No, we're talking admin. We're not talking the participation part,
Yeah.
turning up and stuff. We're
But I wouldn't
talking
even-
just admin.
I wouldn't know, like if Iggy had book week then, if he was assigned to my husband.
Yes, you would, because
Why
you
would
live in
I?
the same house and you would hear the conversations where it's like, hey, you've got book week tomorrow.
But then that's
Let's get your
relying
costume
on my
out.
husband to let me know that there's a book week parade on.
But you're in the same house.
yeah.
Like,
But then I've got to like have that in my calendar.
no, you don't have to have it in your calendar.
I've gotten too detailed.
You've gotten weirdly detailed. I'm like, where are you in your house while all this stuff is going off? Off in the gem wing? You're still like, is your husband just not aware of all these things going on? Like, how does he know it's Father's Day breakfast
because
at
I
daycare?
told him.
Okay, so he will tell you when something is on for whichever kid. Give him Iggy to just like admin.
Well, he does handle sport end to end, and for both our kids, and I have fully unsubscribed to a point where one of my dear friends setting up a new soccer team, and she messaged me the enrollment, and then she chased me, and she was like, "Jem, the soccer team's about to fill up. Like you're gonna miss out on a spot for Iggs." And I wrote back to her and I said, "I'm so sorry. I know I've been ignoring you, but this isn't my lane."
Yeah.
Like it's fucked for you, but like I need you to text my husband. I do not want to fill out these enrollment forms. That's his job. Like
Yeah.
I've fully unsubscribed to the point where I'm like callous.
Oh, we all
about it.
remember the story of when someone's like, "Oh, Rafa needs water," and you're like, "Not my job." I'll fucking never get over that.
I did.
So sometimes you do have follow through.
I know, it's very confusing.
Just put it on the wrong person. Put it on that poor mum trying to form a soccer team.
It was very funny. I know. I was like, I'm so sorry. Unsubscribe. Because that's my line. Everyone's got a different line.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fine. But yeah, the whole end to end of school admin, that can't fall on me for both children.
No, I've got that's what I'm proposing.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Otherwise, it's going to double.
But
the
it
workload will double.
yes, but it does require me to relinquish control.
Yes, it does.
What about you in a split household?
Yeah.
How do you
We've had
guys?
to become very clear on who's doing what, and we have to audit all the time because
Yes, of course.
because life happens, or someone will text, like exactly that scenario. Someone will text me, and I don't always want to be like, I don't want to put it back on that mum to have to like do another thing sometimes, so I'll just do it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like the thing that happens all the time is I'll get a birthday party invitation for a weekend that I don't have the kids. So for a while that was very much like I was RSVPing and then saying, oh, that you have to get a gift and like double handling everything. And now what we do is we just take a screenshot and flick it to the family calendar. You know what I mean? And so we have a system now where you put in the time, the address, and in the notes section of the family calendar, whose birthday party it is, and you chuck a screenshot of the thing, the invitation into there. So that's our system. But we had to figure that out through many mishaps and kids missing parties and not RSVPing or.
And you're not responsible for organising the gift if it's not on your weekend.
If it's your weekend,
That's on you.
It's all on you.
Yeah.
But like if the invitation comes to me, I'm not going to be like, oh, sorry, can you resend this to their dad?
Yeah.
Because that person's organizing a birthday party. They sent it to a parent. It's not their job to handle our co-parenting. Do you know what I mean?
Something I've tried to become conscious of is not assume the default parent is the mum. Like I really try and add the husbands into the conversation when I can remember. And I
What
will
happens
say,
though? What happens?
What?
When you do that? Because I'm the same. And I've almost like done a full 360 on this one because I will add the dads or whatever. The dads don't fucking pipe up. They don't join in. They don't add anything. They just sit there with their name, like never contributing. And so now I'm like, fuck it. Let the fucking women handle it. Do you know what I mean?
That's become me in group chats though. I've unsubscribed a bit.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like if I'm in a group chat with Hubs, I let him chime in.
What do you mean unsubscribe? I don't think you ever subscribed to a group chat.
I hate a
My
group
love.
chat, famously.
Famously.
I
hates
just
a
like
group
I
chat.
like to like duck in and out like when I'm feeling it or if I feel like I have time or whatever. It sounds really bratty,
There's
but
one of you in every group chat.
it's okay. People accept me.
Yes.
It's not malicious.
No.
It's just it overwhelms me.
Yes.
And then sometimes I'll go on WhatsApp and it's like 78 notifications
Yeah.
and then I'm scrolling back
But
to
your
the
husband's
chat.
really, really good in a group chat.
Yeah.
So another reason why he should take on the class WhatsApp, you know?
True.
He's very good in that lane. Thrives, you could say.
I'm going to trial this.
I think
For
you should.
2026, I'm going to say you are fully in charge
You're the default comms.
of Iggy's comms.
Mhm.
Because I'm already in a rhythm with.
It's pretty fair.
I'm not asking
Yeah.
too much.
No.
I'm not tipping the scales too much in favor of me.
God, no.
It's just
Fuck
getting
no.
him to lift to meet me where I'm at. And I
Not
think that's
even,
fair.
because there's still, you know, if you had to do a full audit, you'd still be way streets ahead.
I
in the
still need to
mental
do
load.
that game.
Fair play.
Fair play.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I've
do
got
it
the
too.
cards. I just haven't sat down and properly done it. We like started to and then got a bit distracted. I need to bring them back out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and have a look.
I think tour's really thrown up for me this year. Like,
It's nothing like tour to dredge up all of
well,
these.
any life thing,
gaps.
moving house,
Yeah.
like moving schools, I don't know, kids starting high schools, kids starting primary school, whatever. Any big life change or big project always does throw a microscope on like, all right, what are we all doing? And why am I doing it all?
Yeah.
You know? I think it's always a good chat to have because, yeah, life's. You just pick little things up here and there and suddenly you're like, hang on a second. When did it all get back in my column?
Yeah.
When did this all suddenly fall back on me when we had this really equitable system and values-wise we completely are aligned that we should equally share the load and yet here we are again. I find myself in this situation again.
But that's okay. I think it's good to acknowledge. This is a great reminder
yeah.
for DLs. You know, we can't expect them to take initiative on these things because why would they when it's working so well in their favor?
I
So-
don't love that.
Yeah.
I don't love that. You are so good at this. You have so much good grace and goodwill in that direction. Maybe this all left my body with my people pleasing. I've run out of the patience for that.
I've still got
really
patience.
mad about it.
I'll tell you why I've got
Why
patience.
would they? Because they care about us. You know?
No, because I don't know. Like, I think for me that feels useless. They should care about us, therefore they should want to have initiative and therefore they should just think to do this.
Yeah.
I've let that go a long time ago because I accept they are a product of their upbringing. And maybe that's an excuse for them and you can call it that, a big fat excuse. But what it does is it extends grace and empathy because do you know what's not nice is someone accusing you of something as if you've done it with malintent.
Yeah.
And what I try and remember, you know, when I have these honest chats with my husband, when I'm like, I'm drowning, I'm struggling, I need help. He's never like, oh, I deliberately didn't
No,
hang
of
up a
course.
tout to piss you off. But
Of
this is
course.
what I'm saying is like you have to be careful because it can be like an accusatory tone of like, you're deliberately trying to make my life hard. No, they're not. It is just like how we talk about how society has indoctrinated us to all want to make other people more comfortable and, you know, all of these things that have been seeping into us through osmosis that have made especially millennial women, these apologists, these people pleasers, making everyone comfortable, pandering to other people's bullshit. You know, the men in our lives, yeah, they were raised in a time where their dads did fuck all and their mums did everything for them. So they are unlearning that too. So I don't find it productive, and I'm all about what is the most productive thing. I find it counterproductive to like point the finger at them, because when I've had these chats with Hubs, he's like, I promise I'm not trying to piss you off. And I believe him.
Yeah.
I really do. And
I believe that too.
you know,
I think where I'm like, okay, is that every woman I know looking at you constantly going, how can I upgrade?
Yeah.
How can I do better? How can I like learn and get inside it? How can I have empathy? How can I extend grace? How can I put myself in their shoes? What must it, you know, another trend that's going around. I'm 6. My mum walks in and I blah, blah, you know, those things where it's like content served to you from the child's point of view.
Yes.
Again, to women, to try and upgrade, to try and have empathy, to try and put ourselves in other people's shoes. Is it too much to ask that when you have this conversation, you don't have to have it again 18 months later?
I know, but
to the same degree.
I get it, Revz, but how many times have I fought the battle against my people-pleasing tendencies? It's in me. It is a constant thing that needs I have to remind myself. Other people, you have to remind me. It's in me. I can't escape it.
It's internalized.
It's internalized. I'm trying to work against it.
Yeah.
My husband is trying to work against his tendencies as a man who was raised in a household where his dad didn't change nappies, didn't raise the kids, went off to work, mum stayed at home, you know.
Yeah.
And look, maybe
if mum went away, there was dinner in the freezer or whatever.
fuck yeah, all of that. That's what was modeled to him.
Yeah.
So, you know the saying, you can't be what you can't see? He's being something that he could never see. It didn't exist.
Yeah.
But what I love about my husband, and fuck, he gets it wrong, is he's trying to upgrade in the way that I'm trying to downgrade the high. I am. Because we're
Trying
perfectionists.
to do less. Desperately.
Yes.
Trying to do
less. Trying to relinquish control. Let loose of, you know, like we but we have to see it from both perspectives.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay.
The snag for me is like you saying we have to see it from both perspectives. I just want that part
Yeah.
to be equal.
Yeah.
You know, that
Well-
part. They also have to see it from our perspective and not just so that we don't just feel like these angry, narky,
Yeah.
whingy, like point finger feminist ragey bitches, because that is not on us, you know?
know.
I'm with you, and it's so the right approach.
I
it's like-
don't know if it's the right approach. It's my approach.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't have,
Yeah, yeah.
because you know what's worse is like getting in a stone throwing competition with my husband where I'm like, well, you should know. I shouldn't tell you.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
where an
For me-
area
for
where
me,
I
that-
struggle.
Yeah, see, whereas I'm just like, no, he's not. He just is who he is. And
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help him upgrade while I'm trying to downgrade myself. I love this analogy. It's really working for me because I am. I do too much. I need to do less. It's true. Maybe I'm lucky. My husband does try and he does land on these revelations, and it does need constant auditing. You know, and he falls off a bit and blah, blah, blah. But I fall off wagons too with myself and like being accountable to myself and trying to get better at self-care and all that stuff. It's the same. It just looks different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I get it. I think the crux of the pain point for women is that their lack of participation, lack of initiative, lack of all the things impacts our lives negatively. Whereas in the reverse, it actually, they benefit.
Yeah.
That's the hard
Yes.
bit.
Yes.
To grasp
You've
is
just absolutely hit the fucking target
because
on the fucking bullseye.
my husband's life is infinitely better
when you're just in
by being married to me. And,
yeah.
and it's a tale as old as time, but this is why when we see couples go through divorce, it's funny. My husband was literally just saying this to me this morning in the shower. He's like, oh, I caught up with so-and-so who has not long ago gone through separation. And Hubs is like, yeah, I spoke to him on the ferry or whatever. And yeah, he's like dating someone. And I was like, literally, I couldn't even fake it. I went, well, yeah, men repartner quickly
They have
because they
to.
need someone to look after them.
They have to.
You know?
Yeah.
And of course, his ex-partner, who's also a friend of ours, hasn't repartnered.
Focusing on the kids.
Is and herself,
Yeah.
building herself back up, like,
which is part of focusing on the kids.
It is.
Getting
It's-
herself into a good place.
so that she can be a better mum. It is classic. So I get it from a feminist POV. It's fucked. And these cliches exist for a reason, but also, you know, I choose my hard.
Yeah.
I do. It's
Yeah.
all fucking hard. I think being in a unhappy marriage is hard. I think being single is hard. I think going through divorce is hard. I think repartnering with someone who has kids is hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's all hard.
It's all hard.
Just got to choose your hard.
Yeah.
Life.
I'm just imagining a
or
man's
life.
podcast going, men, just choose your hard. They don't. They go, just choose your woman.
Do you know what? There is some content on Instagram that I am loving at the moment, which is male led. And it's men talking about, like, it was quite, and done in a very humorous way. It was a guy saying, like, hey guys, I'm here to teach you the fastest way to piss your wife off.
Love it.
You know, and it's all very comedic, and it's all the annoying things that men do. Sit on a toilet for 30 minutes, scroll your phone, and do it at the worst time. You know, and obviously they're poking fun at how dumb they are
Yep.
and how useless they are. And my hope is that it's getting fed to the right people.
And watch them get paid 3 times with Instagram partnerships and their accounts blow up and and people absolutely laud them with verbal trophies because finally a man saying what women have been saying for a decade. Thank you for being with us today, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry.
Revz, park your
No,
bitterness.
no, babe, this is me now. Like, we talk about loving you as you are. I'm sorry. Like, I don't have as much patience and grace anymore. And it doesn't come from nowhere. And I haven't done it to myself. You know, like the way I feel about men as a category, if you've seen the live show In Joke, is not something I've just decided in a vacuum. I have experienced men since I was born, you know, in every different iteration.
Yeah.
You know, the guy I lost my virginity to was winning a bet. I had a particular, things modeled to me in my family of origin about men's gender roles and women's gender roles. Then I've had relationships with lots of different kinds of men. You know, like this doesn't come from nowhere. I'm not just deciding to be angry, you know? Like I have experience in the world which is informing my worldview and I'm okay with it. I am comfortable with it. I do also appreciate it is an uncomfortable opinion and that it can be too much and all that stuff, but it is a well-earned, well-worn truth that I live with. And yeah, I'm grateful to have the balance of you to remind me and bring me back and recenter me and change my perspective because it's not how I feel in my bones, you know?
Yeah.
So
It's a tough one.
it's a tough
We
one.
will
It's a
play
tough
the
one.
mental gymnastics of this constantly. It's ongoing.
Yeah.
But you're right. The older we get, the less fucks we give.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing. You know, I'm in a group chat with a couple of friends where we jokingly air our ailments about our husbands.
Love
and
it.
it's always domestic
Yep.
based things.
Therapy.
And it's great because we laugh, we eye roll together, we send each other like coffin emojis. And I actually wrote this in a group text. I felt this deep in my core. I wrote, imagine not giving a fuck like them. How liberating to be so unbothered by disorder. And I got
jealousy.
I got jealous. Yes. that's
Genuine
it.
envy.
I was like, I want to not care if my kids aren't in a costume for book week because I forgot and drop them off and go, you'll be right. Like, imagine that. Imagine feeling that way.
Liberation.
Yes. Like, I want to feel that free. I want to care less. I want to give less fucks. I want to downgrade myself
Yes.
and be more basic.
Yes. We just know it will never, ever, ever happen.
I know, but it's fun to dream,
Isn't
it?
Fun to dream.
Fun to dream.
And, the thing that always keeps me feeling like, no, it's okay. You still have some love and optimism in you is that I fucking adore my son. I adore my son. I love him more every single day that he is alive on this planet and I am alive on this planet. And I just feel the privilege and the honor and the deep, deep love of this male. Thank God I wasn't given just girls because I would just move to an island with women and live with women. Do you know what I mean? Like the fact that I have my beautiful son Theodore keeps me aligned and participating in this co-ed world.
Totally.
You know?
It's actually a real privilege to raise
It
boys,
is.
especially the next generation, and knowing the impact that we can have for the sake of women.
That's it.
You know, like that's
Well, and for the sake of him, I'm like, you have, there's 2 ways you can go, bro, and both are going to be fine for you, you know?
I
you
know.
could pick either path and the consequences wouldn't be that different.
Yeah.
But I really hope for you to have a big, beautiful life that you get so much out of, and you feel the depths of love and responsibility, and you squeeze every last drop out of life, that you choose to be a really great man, you know, because you'll get so much more out of life. Because I know I do, from being like trying to upgrade myself all the time. I get so much out of life.
Yeah.
It's beneficial.
I don't know. I think some men were like, God, remember the easier times
yeah.
when the world pandered to us?
Yeah.
I think some of them grieve how things were. And they're like, fuck, we got to like upgrade.
Yeah, our dad's got it good.
Yeah. No, I love raising a son. I feel very lucky, and I'm stoked for him. He's got a feminist mother. He'll have a feminist sister. He's got feminist grandmothers. Like, there's all of this energy is positive,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's good.
I know. I always feel so excited for little boys that have big sisters, because
Yeah.
you know those guys who grew up with big sisters, like they just have a head start on all
They
this shit.
do. It's true.
Anyway.
Oh, well, that was a big episode.
Woo! Thanks for joining us on this.
What ended up being quite a big, serious chat, which
Yeah,
was, again,
wasn't the plan.
we never really plan, but we just let conversations go and flow.
Well, can you take me somewhere else? Hit me with your nut spot.
Have I got a not spawn for you guys? I'm on the kitchen
I was going to
train.
say, is it a chef's tool?
It is. It is. It's my hyper focus at the moment. I've mentioned before, I'm obsessed now that I'm really into cooking, making it more efficient. I've learned I'm quite slow with food prep. On the Marley Spoon recipes, it'll say 20 minutes and it will always take me 30. And I'm like, why? Why, Jem? What? And sometimes I'm like, okay, come on.
It's all about something you can buy.
You know, like anyway, I have this cheese grater. It's from OXO, and not all cheese graters are created equal. It's one of those classic triangular tower shaped cheese graters.
Yep.
You guys know what I'm talking about. The difference with this one and why it is elite is that it has a catch attachment at the bottom.
She loves a base.
It's a base. And basically, when you grate your cheese, instead of it going onto a chopping board and then you lift the tower and it all just falls apart, it all catches in this catch. And what's even cooler is that this little container also has measurements on the side.
Love
so,
that.
for example,
You need 50 grams of cheese.
yes, exactly. When a recipe says a certain amount of grated cheese, you can measure it to the amount. And another thing I've learned about myself, the recipe for me is the Bible. Like I
You
don't-
can't deviate.
like if it says 3 tablespoons of olive oil, I will do exactly 3 tablespoons.
Yes, okay.
Not-
You'll let that go eventually.
will I?
Yeah, you will. You have to. One day you'll run out and you'll be like, oh, well, I'm cooking it anyway. And you're like, oh, it made no fucking
Okay.
difference.
Well, right now I'm very to the decimal point.
And
you
that's
know?
fair because you're starting out. Can I tell you a fun story? I once was making cookies and we were like halfway through and I didn't have the right amount of sugar. So I literally just had half the sugar and they tasted exactly the same. And then I was like, oh my God. And then I started just putting half the amount of sugar
Wow.
in every baked good because sugar doesn't have that chemical thing. Like it's not going to change the rise or whatever. It's just for flavor. And there you go. You can just halve the sugar in any recipe and usually it kind of works out. There you
That's
go.
a great
Yeah,
tip.
so you'll be fine. When you're running low on olive oil and you're like, oh fuck, you'll be like, oh well, I guess this is it. I'm gonna have to be imperfect here.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, I actually am in the market for a grater, so that's good for me.
Yeah, OXO guys, it's fucking elite. And also there's something about their products that robust.
Great.
You know, they don't feel flimsy or shit.
Price
Anyway,
point.
I don't know.
All right,
I'll
roughly.
put link in the show notes. Literally
Could be $200, could be $2.
can't remember because I order a bunch of shit all at once together, but I can't imagine.
The IKEA cheese grater is really good as well. It's not a tower though. It's like a box and you have to grate a slightly different way. But again, it's got a container and then it has another lid. So if you want to keep what you've grated, very good.
Okay,
Very
the OXO cheese grater, it's called the OXO Goods Grips box cheese grater, which it does. It has good grip.
Have you noticed every kitchen utensil has too many words
Too
in the
many
name?
titles. Yeah. Anyway, it's $30,
Great.
which I think is
Fine.
totally fine. It's not on the super cheap end because you are getting qual, and I'm glad and relieved it's not $50. That's all I have to say. Revzy, hit me with your nut spot.
Jurassic Park, the OG movie. Watch it with your kids. It's not that gory. My kids weren't scared. Exercise, common sense. You know your kids and what would scare them. It's not particularly gory. The effects are good enough that they're not going to be laughing at it, but they're also, it does help with the scary factor. The
Yeah.
fact that you know it's a robot or whatever. It fucking holds up. This Spielberg kid, I'll tell you what, he's got something.
Oh,
He's got something.
hasn't he just?
He's quite good. It was my favorite movie as a child for a very sustained amount of time. It was the first movie I saw more than once at the cinema. Like, so it's a core mem for me. My kids have seen all the recent ones, but
not
they've
the
never seen the OG.
OG.
And when Ted was homesick, we watched it and they are so into it now. And it started all this, just like it did for all of us back in the 90s. I want to be a paleontologist. What does a paleontologist, what's the Cretaceous period? It's just like such a wholesome,
Yeah,
great
love
thing.
that.
Bring back OG Jurassic Park.
Do you know my kids haven't done any Jurassic Park? So I think when we do,
Start with the OG.
I'm going to start with the OG.
Yes.
I would like to rewatch it with them. I'm ready. It's
It
been a
also
while.
completely passes the Bechdel test. Lex and Dr. What's her name?
Laura Dern's.
Laura Dern's character.
Yeah.
They're both like incredible, cool women. You know, Lex is a coder, a hacker. I
Yeah,
completely
forgot about
forgot that.
that
And she saves
detail.
the day by like getting
Yeah,
the
sick.
system back online. And Laura Dern's character is just like so not interested in men. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
She's just
yeah.
like interested in the female dinosaurs. It's so good.
I love her.
so
It's
good.
so great.
Anyway, give that a rewatch.
Great reco.
All right, we love you guys.
Oh, before we disappear, because we have talked a lot about how we constantly upgrade ourselves.
Yes.
You know, Revzy, digital detoxing is something that I have to consciously participate in.
Yes.
DLs, this Friday, Yoto is doing this thing called the Big Switch Off.
Oh, yes.
Yes, which I'm going to partake in,
Yep.
which means 24 hours, no screens. I'm also making Hubs do it with the kids. I want to challenge him to do it because this is a
Yeah.
real struggle point for him as well.
Okay.
I know timing's not great with the show, but I don't care. I
Yeah.
want to do it.
Want to participate.
Yes, in these things, and also just to teach my kids the importance of having a healthy relationship with screens because let's be real, screens are going to be
Yeah.
a full part of their whole life
Yep.
moving forwards. Like who knows what's going to be invented in the future, but I just want to get into this habit of having forced downtime off screens. I already have boundaries around screens with my kids, but I want to challenge them to a full 24 hours.
I love it until you can still use your Yoto,
Yeah.
so they're not like entertainment free.
Yeah, but
Love
also
that.
DLs, I love doing these kinds of experiments because then I get data.
Yep,
out
and
of
she
it.
brings it back to
And
us.
I will bring it back to you guys.
Sister Lou just did a 4-day dopamine cleanse, like off everything,
It
deleted her
resets
social
them.
media. She said it was brilliant. Like, no, for herself.
Oh, for herself.
Yeah, because she's got ADHD.
Yep.
That's not something I'm sharing. She shared that openly on the podcast. And so obviously constantly seeking dopamine downloads.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she deleted all social media and got her screen time was down 6 hours
Wow.
a day.
That's huge. Oh my God. I don't
Huge.
even want to know what my screen time is.
And she loved it. And she was like, oh, I feel good, mind clear, and happily got back on. She's not like swearing off for life, but it was just like
Yeah.
a great exercise. So we're all going to do it. And,
And
I'm
I
buying
think-
her kids Yotos for their birthday.
Oh, that's so good.
Mhm.
I do think that you come back online with more intention
Yeah.
when you've had an intentional break. And
Yeah.
it's like getting colonic irrigation. You know, if you get a colonic, you're not going to come back and like eat
Fill your
1,000
body with
gummy
shit.
bears.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you
yeah.
just don't.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing,
Yeah.
I think. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'll let you guys know. So I'll be offline for 24 hours on Friday while I'm in Perth. But of course, all the socials for the pod and Revs' socials will still be humming along. But yeah, if you want to join me in it, I can't recommend it enough.
All right, DLs, we'll be back in your ears with some Backstage Pass, with some subs episodes. There's a lot for you to consume at the moment. You can't get enough of us. So you can run, but you can't hide. We love you, and we'll see you in Perth.
Bye-bye.
Bye.